world, it's Bant Super Friends today. I homebrewed this deck a little while ago and I've made one video with it, but I've got some new tech for it. I brought in 3 Gallic Readers and I crafted the 4th Wedding Announcement, as well as 1 more Soul Partition to survive early. So hopefully it'll help us ramp quicker, as well as do the explosive combo 1 turn sooner. So if you haven't seen this deck before, the general idea is to try to ramp with a couple creatures early, and then by turn 5, slam a Storm the Festival, hopefully hitting either 2 planeswalkers or a planeswalker and this Saga here, which has the read ahead ability. So if you already have a board established, you go right to 3 and all your planeswalkers trigger twice that turn. And most of the time it'll just go straight to 2 and just put a planeswalker into play anyways. And then next turn, go off and let you double activate all planeswalkers. So yeah, this deck's really cool. I hope you guys get to see it really pop off. What have we got here? I think we can manage this one. It's a little bit slow. But at least we got Wedding Announcement into Emperor. I guess that's kind of typical. Is whenever you keep a slow hand, you're 99% chance to be against aggro. I built a deck to fight aggro today, and I got matched up with aggro 0 times. Actually, once I got matched up with aggro. Oh well, no biggie. I think we should be able to stabilize here. This opponent was pretty slow for a mono red deck. Wedding Announcement in play. We're on 18 life. We have Wandering Emperor next turn. Potentially Teferi, but I think the Emperor's probably best first. Stabilize, then play Teferi. We trade. Decent. And another Emperor. That's a pretty good draw, I think. Chandra dressed to kill.
Go ahead, fight me as hard as you can, 'cause I'm real stubborn.
Real stubborn, you say.
You're looking a little singed.
Planeswalker dialogue is so cringe. It's kind of ironic I'm playing a Planeswalker deck complaining about the dialogue, but like, for real, man, it's awful.
Guards, to me.
The reason we make the Samurai there is because we want to draw next turn with attacking with 2 things. Typical.
To go how you think.
Not gonna happen. That's okay. It's my own fault for playing it too early. Now we can't -2 it and kill the Phoenix chick. But we will start gaining life. Which isn't gonna matter. No artifacts, creature and a land. We'll +1 this, make him have to attack it, or shock it.
I have got new moves to teach you. You're really cramping my style.
And then the Wedding Festivities flips over. We have a board, we have 2 planeswalkers, we have a hand. I think we're in great shape to take over this game. Next turn we could just hard cast, assemble the Titans, go right to chapter 2, plop a Teferi down from our hand, and then the next turn, get some double activations, and then likely a scoop. Opponent could try to ignore the planeswalkers and just go face, but I don't think that's the win. What else you got for 4 mana, brother?
Try not
Tyler Durden. That's the old Fight Club reference. Shit, did I just talk about Fight Club? My bad. Alright, so we're gonna stick to the plan. This, right to chapter 2. Poop this into play. Draw? Do we want to draw with this? Yeah, we'll protect his life total. Or his loyalty count. Let's attack first. We'll untap a land and a creature. The next turn. This turn. I was gonna say next turn opponent scoops. But he beat us to the punch. Alright, GG. Let's win some more. Okay, come on, Bant amigos. Show me a good opening hand. I think that's pretty good. Could use a basic or an untapped land, but definitely worth keeping. Nice, we hit a basic too. The plan has come together. What are we against? A mirror match. Okay, let's start making some extra mana. All we gotta do is find Storm the Festival. What is with the arena matchmaking system though? It's like always trying to match you with the funny decks. It's like, oh, you're playing Bant, opponent's playing Bant. Oh, you're playing Portal to Phyrexia, opponent's playing Portal. Always doing weird stuff. Alright, let's just drop the Teferi. Attack for 1 and untap our creature to protect the Teferi. And then we also have Soul Partition. Not bad, not bad. Opponent with wedding announcement of his own. And that's it. No need to sack the treasure here. Let's get deep. Try to find some action. That's good. Let's keep both those. Put this right into play. And we'll play our land for turn. So we still have the partition up. Let's attack with both. We'll get our card draw from the wedding announcement. Then we'll untap the one soldier just like last turn. No artifact, creature, land. The next turn we just have to hit Storm the Festival. Make sure it doesn't have counter magic. I think we'll just attack first. Spray opponent, cast a Wandering Emperor.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water. We must protect the people.
Oops. Too antsy. But that's okay. Still in good shape. We still got Storm the Festival up. And we're going to leave that there to hit with Storm. One thing about when you're piloting this deck you gotta know is when you have multiples copies of one planeswalker in the deck, you want to activate them before you storm. This isn't applicable to Teferi, who slows the sunset because he's a 1-of in the deck, so I know I won't hit a second one, triggering the legend rule. So, 6 mana, storm. I think. We could get the Emperor and Tamiyo, plus the Tamiyo to tap the Bankbuster and then exile it with the Emperor. That's pretty good. But we have an Emperor in hand, so let's grab these like this instead. Nothing we really want to make a copy of from the graveyard, so we're just gonna tap that down. Create a board. And threaten the ultimate from the Teferi. Untap all permanents you control during each opponent's untap step, and you draw a card during each opponent's untap step. If we can trigger that, we definitely will. Getting this emblem for the rest of the game is just gonna basically guarantee that we outvalue opponent. I think we've got him.
Keep watch for intruders.
Looking pretty good. Excellent. Let's do this right now. No point giving opponent a chance to damage Teferi and lose the opportunity. I think that's a game-winning move anyways. We'll continue building the board now that we know we're going to draw cards on his upkeep. And then we're going to -4 this to get our Teferi right back. Then let's see what we got on the top of our library to cast this turn. And that makes sense. So in the event that opponent doesn't scoop, the way we play that is we see what Teferi has on the top of our library, top 3. We take whatever we can cast this turn, we cast it, and the next turn all our lands untap, so we have 4 mana again to cast the Wandering Emperor from hand. And we just so much value in that little play there. GG. Alright. Is this a keepable hand? Nearly. I mean, we're on the draw, but no gas. Let's risk it. Lucky, lucky. We're happy to see the frontliner we wanted a target for the Fading Hope. And the veteran is probably going to be it. Soul Partition, that's good too. Could start with the Creeper. Let's go for the higher upside play. Since we didn't draw any lands, we definitely want a 3rd mana next turn. He could have Brutal Cathar, that's the worst case scenario. But if he doesn't, then we can do things now. No blocks. Alright, that's fine. It's a tapped land, but we're still okay here. We'll pass the turn. Who are we going to Fading Hope? He attacks with everything. And so we'll Fading Hope the veteran. We want to keep that. It's really good against him, but we don't have any lands. So it's going to go to the bottom. And we'll eat up this frontliner. And a Myrel. Myrel. That's horrible. We have no choice but to soul partition that. We cannot let that attack. Can I not cast this? Ugh. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities. Oh my god. Good game, man. Read the magic cards, people. That's why I'm 93%, because I'm bad, okay? It's not because my decks are bad, it's because I'm bad at the game. I don't know what's with this deck and drawing 2 land hands every time, but that's not where we want to be. I said that's not where we want to be. Let's mull it again. What? 3 in a row? That was horrible, man. Gotta put 3 back. Oh. I think we're gonna go like this. Keep the wedding announcement. Kind of the card that does the most on its own. Painful mulligans. Hey, that's a really good draw though. Opponent doesn't remove this, and we start making extra mana. We could be in it. We could be in it. Alright, don't have a cut down. Very good. I mean, we don't have anything to cast, but let's just hope we draw something, right? Start making some treasures. Could hit a Wrenn and Seven off the top. That would be good. Cast that on turn 4. Okay. It's not a Wrenn and Seven, but it's something. I'm gonna scry. That's a Teferi. I think we'll keep the Teferi and the wedding announcement like that. Reveal. No attacks, and then we'll make another treasure. We want a treasure or a counter on the Gallic Readers? I think a treasure. Don't have any green mana other than that one Thornwood Falls. So it's important that you watch this. Make sure that you make treasures when you need to color fix as well as when you want to ramp.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Ramping not super important right now.
Don't overthink things.
Well done, opponent. Well done. Opponent using the old brain. Getting Teferi out of our hand as our last card. Unfortunate. What are we gonna do now? I think we'll have to just attack both and get two card draws, right? We'll cast the announcement. Won't get any Gallic Reader triggers this turn because of that. But I think that's really where we have to be. It's where we're at now. Got no gas left. Had to mull twice, thrice.
Now you've got my attention.
Never get up. Never give up. Just because we mulled a couple times doesn't mean we can't come back. We got another green source. That's good. A Wrenn and Seven off the top. It's really where we want to be. Otherwise, another Teferi is good too. Phyrexian Fleshgorger comes in.
Off you go.
And then we take 3. No. How come opponent's not attacking? Does that worry anyone else? I think now it's time we start growing the Galagreater. Now that we have our all of our green mana. Our faith is in our deck. Please, deck, let us draw the cards we need. Let us draw the cards we need when we need them, deck. Let's go see what opponent's got going on in here. Arcane Proxy. The blue version of Phyrexian Fleshgorger. For 7, it lets you cast almost anything for free, and for 3, it lets you cast an instant source with power or mana value 2 or less. Lightning strikes a target. I'm surprised there's no decks really built around this card. It's not bad. I guess it's not good enough. Not bad, but it's not great. We don't have anything with Flashback and Exile, unfortunately. I think I have to attack here. I mean, I don't have to, but I think that's the highest upside play. Little trade skis. Oh, we're in a good position. Just double block, not double block, but block each of them once. Trade 2 for 2. Protect the Liliana. Then -2 the Lily. My board is dead. Okay, we drew into gas. Oh, of course, Liliana's gonna plus now. Man. Why? Why am I doing this? But if Liliana pluses, he's not gonna get to keep his Fleshgorger, right? Because he's gonna have to block my 3/3 vampire. Human. Whatever.
I'm tired of your secrets.
It's okay. What matters here is that we haven't seen any... Good draw. We haven't seen any of our Storm the Festivals, which means they're coming soon. Please get through. That's good. Good enough. No. No. Oh well. So, let's talk about if Tamiyo hit the battlefield. Probably the best play is to +1 it on nothing. And then next turn, Urza assembles the Titan, -5 it. We did draw the card. Let's just bank on opponent not having it. Opponent doesn't have it. We are lucky. We'll like this. Let's -2 this guy right away. See if we could find even more gas off the top. Wrenn and Seven. That's gas. Liliana's gonna plus. I don't know, why do I keep playing into Liliana plus? It's not my day right now.
If the powerful won't help, I'll do it myself. I've got all kinds of connections.
What does he discard?
We all have things we'd rather
Planar Incision. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, well, we could storm the festival. I think that's better than just wedding announcement. Roll the dice. Let's get lucky. One time, one time. Whatever, man.
We started this fight, but I'm going to end it. We
We'll do that. We want to incentivize him to minus the Lily. Kill the 4/4 Vig. He's like, oh, that's a creature. Maybe I want to kill that. Because we want to cast Wedding Announcement. We don't want him to make us discard that. We're sick of discarding cards to Lily.
Glad to meet my match.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Alright, cool, cool, cool.
sacrifices must be made.
Yes, they must. Let's just play both our cards out. And we're not going to plus, or we're not going to minus the Teferi. So we do not want to have to discard anything. And we'll plus this so it's not dead. You know, keep our threats alive.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Now we're both on 2 planeswalkers, but I think we got a huge advantage now. How many lands do we have? I'm gonna make treasure tokens in case we hit another Storm the Festival, so we could flash back for 10. Kind of expensive. Got a good feeling here, guys. What are we worried about the most? Invoke Despair? Doesn't seem that good. We got stuff to sack.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Jingataxis. Wonder what he's playing Planar Incision for.
I'm done here. Sorry, I'm not interested. I've always
We did it. Okay, so first we're going to activate the Wandering Emperor in case we hit one off of Storm the Festival. Throw that guy. Please no counterspell. Alright. Teferi and Elspeth. That's huge. It's probably game. Feels so good when you roll Storm the Festival and you slap 2 huge planeswalkers right into play.
Familiar face.
Lifelink or Vig? I think I do Lifelink. Lifelink's one of my favorite stats.
be brave.
Stats, I guess I mean keywords, whatever. Same business. Get rid of the Kaito. Fair enough, brother. Opponent, you're in trouble, my friend. Oh wow, everything gets to trigger again because he re-ETB'd. That's an interesting interaction. Very interesting. Galagreeters would go cool with the reflections. It was a creature. He was a 3/2 from Theros Beyond Death. You know, the guy who like looks into the mirror pool or the reflecting pond and he falls in love with himself and then he looks into the pond until he drowns. It's like a Greek mythology thing. I can't remember the card's name. It was like Aloros or something of the reflecting pool. When he comes in, he's a 3/2, and he remains tapped for as long as you control the copy of him, and he makes a copy of himself when he comes in. That's a reflection, and that one's a 2/3. And so, I think it's vice versa. The actual card is a 2/3, and then the token that comes in with it's a 3/2. And then the actual card is untapped until the token dies. Yeah. That would go great with Galagreeter. You do Galagreeter turn 2, and then that turn 3, and then it double triggers because you get the double ETB. Wow. We were just meant to win this game. Opponent exiling Storm from our graveyard, and then us just drawing it. Let's go. What are you thinking? Opponent could have a Gopher Throat.
Nobody knows the past better than me.
Nobody.
Show him what you got.
Got a counterspell, friend? He does not.
Now you've done it. That's coming off. We've got the edge in this fight.
What's opponent hanging on till? Does he have a win condition? Something to get him out of this? Because this is an absolute nightmare mess for him. All these planeswalkers and this board state. Is he gonna bounce his Graveyard Glutton with Soul Partition? Kind of, not really. We'll lose Storm the Festival from the graveyard again, but I don't think it's really critical. We have so much board state. Let's get a card. We'll take Soul Partition this time, right? Seems good. Ambient music, you say? Let me know what you guys think of the ambient music. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm going to find some and I'm going to put it on to this video. So please let me know in the comment section. Like it, hate it, change it, make it something else. I don't know what's going on. He's attacking with a 5/5 into 7/7s and 6/6s. See you later, the 1/1 unblockable. Imagine it's the common from Dominaria, I think it was, that gives Indestructible and Death Touch for 2. That would have blown me out pretty good. Haven't seen anyone play that outside of Limited. Even then, you rarely saw it in Limited. I think it was from Dominaria. Maybe it's Brothers War. God, all the sets kind of start to meld together in my head. I love drafting in paper. That's the joy. Opponent slams a serpent. I guess this is kind of like the equivalent of Clay Champion. Just every other color than Clay Champion is. Good game. Fun stuff for us. I'm sure opponent hated it all along. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Bant Super Friends. More of a control-y variation of a mid-range deck, but I enjoyed it. It's a really fun deck. Overall, I'm not actually convinced that the Gallic Readers is an upgrade. I was certain before I did it that this would be like a sick new deck tech and it would help us ramp up, but for some reason they didn't seem to perform all that well. But when they did, they are good. The thing is, this deck really is based off ramping with creatures. Like we play 4 Gallic Readers and 4, what the heck are they called? These guys, Rootcoil Creeper. And they just get removed. Like the meta is so heavily based around premium removal spells right now with Cut Down and Go for Throat. This game it didn't happen and you saw how it really took over, but when you're playing consistently on the ranked ladder and you're running into the regular Grixis list all the time, or mono red or mono black, then these strategies that are meant to ramp you with creatures, they just kind of suffer because they get slowed down so much that when the opponent plays their Fable the Mirror Breaker, you're already behind, you know? But in any case, this deck does do the thing if the creatures don't get removed, and yeah, I liked it. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.